Are you tired of being locked up in a cycle of low-paying video gigs? 2 years ago I found myself in a place I didn't want to be in. I felt like I lost my way, and on top of that, depressed, demotivated, and with little cash to spare. If you're in a situation like this right now, let me help you to work through this together and find a way out. I want to set the stage with 3 things that put you in a low-paying gigs jail in the first place, as well as the 3 things that I consistently see bring videographers high-paying projects. And at the end, I will share a strategy that I use which will help you increase your revenue even more. Let's roll. Clients with budgets big and small need videos to solve very specific business problems for them. The bigger the problem, the bigger the project budget. So by helping solve big problems, you also allow yourself to bring in more revenue. Obviously, it makes sense for a major international brand to invest millions in a Super Bowl commercial to move millions of units worth of inventory, whereas a small e-commerce brand may invest just a few thousand in a product video to move a few thousand product units. So when talking with the prospect, first understand, will the video you'll be working on earn them a profit? And secondly, how much? This mindset will help you to not devalue yourself, but more on this later. If you're discovering that a major brand will be selling tens of thousands of units with your marketing video, you will not even think of offering them a budget of say $2,000, which leads us to this: 3 major factors that I have found that keep filmmakers grinding, working small gigs with small pay and little appreciation. Number 1, dead-end niches with low budgets. Number 2, lack of system for client acquisition. And number 3, lack of sales skills. Let's start with the first major factor, which is figuring out whether you're working in a low-budget niche. You have to do an inventory of the niche you work in and look at an average check you're getting paid. How do you feel about that amount? Is it enough to make a living? I know my checks weren't. You also most likely outgrew your niche because as you were putting in the hours, you acquired valuable skills and invested in better equipment. And now you feel like clients should be paying you more for all the investment you've made in yourself. But instead, it seems like they're undercutting you on price and not appreciating your craftsmanship enough. Right now, you feel like your video is considered as an expense to your clients, but you want clients who would consider your videos as an investment. Look at the top guys in your niche. Does their pay get you excited? If the answer to both questions is no, you gotta look for a different niche ASAP. The next logical step is to research other video niches to determine whether there's money to be made there and whether you'd like to work on those types of videos. These days, I usually start research just by asking ChatGPT which industries have substantial marketing budgets. Once you see some options that appeal to you, talk to other industry professionals and ask them what they like and don't like about that niche they work in. After I determined I was in the wrong niche, my business partner and I started setting up lots of meetings with local video productions to make new friends, expand our capabilities, and gain new insights on the industry. And let me tell you, it paid off big. Most importantly, avoid that dreaded feast or famine scenario. So look into niches which allow retainer workflow and consistent need for content. This can include technology, finance, products, and healthcare. These sectors often require high-quality video content for various purposes, such as crowdfunding campaigns, product launches, training videos, and promotional campaigns, as opposed to weddings where you've submitted your deliverables and now you have to look for the next one-off client. Once you've identified a lucrative niche, you're ready to move forward and pivot your business. First and foremost, you need some portfolio before you'll start approaching businesses in a market that is new to you. One of the easiest ways to create such a new portfolio is by producing spec work, videos created on speculation without client commission or contract. You'd make them with an intention to showcase your skills, creativity, and vision to a prospective client. It may get expensive to pay for spec videos out of your pocket, so what I normally do is team up with other local professionals needing the same style of video for their portfolio, and we work on the project together, pulling the resources resources we got. So great spec work will eventually help you to seal the deal in a business meeting. But how about opening doors to those meetings? By the way, if this resonates with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on the business side of filmmaking. The second major factor is where I see filmmakers making the biggest mistake, which is not positioning themselves as an expert in their niche and not building a client acquisition system. This is also my personal biggest mistake and regret in business. If you ask me, when is a good time to start building my personal brand? Now is a good time. Guys, I really mean it. My major mistake was to just post marketing videos I created, but who wants to watch somebody else's commercials? People, and more specifically your target audience, want value. They want to either be educated or entertained, so give them exactly that, and they will keep coming back to your content. You will be top of mind for them when it comes to marketing videos for their niche. But don't just rely on inbound inquiries, because those would be far and in between. For you to really break through, you need to do outbound outreach with cold DMs and emails. But don't be a spammer. Rather than copy-pasting the same message to 100 businesses, research 10 and send them unique custom messages that would resonate with their needs. Eventually, they will book a call with you, and some will sign up for your services. Make it a point to be in front of your camera as much as you're behind it and create content that speaks directly to the needs of that industry. Showcase your understanding of their unique challenges and how your video services can address those. If you don't want to be on camera, you can just record your voice and tell a great story to a montage of your behind the scenes videos. Or you can consistently post helpful tips for business owners on LinkedIn and be known to that community as a person who is an expert in this particular topic. You can have a similar presence on Instagram and Facebook too. Just be on a platform where your target audience hangs out majority of the time, and don't try to be everywhere all at once, because you may burn out. Just pick one platform and start from there. You can always expand your content to other platforms as you go. And while online networking is valuable, nothing beats the impact of face-to-face interactions and personal relationships. Attend industry events, conferences, and local business meetups. These are golden opportunities to meet potential clients and showcase your personality and professionalism. My business partner and I went to a conference in New York several months ago. We met some wonderful business people there and stayed in touch, cultivating relationships. As a result, we now help an agency with content production and signed a major brand for a video and photo retainer package. However, networking isn't just about handing out business cards, it's about building genuine relationships. So engage with people in the room, ask about their needs, be curious about their world, have a solid pitch ready that clearly communicates the value you bring, but don't make it about you. Make it about them. Highlight your unique selling points and how your services can help solve their specific problems. One common question that we're all asked during networking is, what do you do? Instead of just saying that I make cinematic storytelling marketing videos, I would say I help businesses reach their sales targets by creating marketing videos that help them sell more products. And you can also add result to that pitch. For instance, I recently worked with a similar company and helped them increase their sales by 20% with series of targeted video ads. Because businesses don't need marketing videos per se, but every business needs a specific outcome that occurred as a result of that video. The third key point is mastering the art of negotiating commercial deals once you do get a prospective client into a meeting or a discovery call. Many videographers shy away from discussing big numbers and finer details, and as a result often underprice their services. This tendency not only undervalues their work but also sets a precedent for lower payments in the future. You need to have an honest conversation with yourself and understand your value. Take an honest look at your abilities, the quality of your work, and the experience you bring to the table. Remember that clients are paying not just for the time you spend on their project, but for the years you've invested in honing in your craft. Consider what sets you apart from other videographers and video productions, whether it's unique style, specialized equipment, professional network, or a particular niche expertise. There are three main goals that brands want to achieve when working with video production companies. The first is conversions, which means getting a measurable result like sales. The second goal is repurposing, where the brand uses the video content on their website, ads, social media, and more. And the last goal is brand awareness, which means spreading the word about their brand launching a new product or entering a new market. It's really important to ask the brand what their goals are, because your pricing and pitches should change based on their needs. Asking for more money can be challenging, but it's necessary in order to deliver a project on par with the client's expectations. It's a bad deal for you and the client if you promise to deliver an ambitious project but ran out of budget halfway through. I see videographers making the mistake of just asking outright, "Hey, tell us your budget," and the brand will either tell you a number which is probably pretty low number, or they'll say, "Oh, you tell us," and usually whoever picks the first number loses. But there is a reason that a brand doesn't want to tell you their budget. If they'll tell you their budget is 5K, 10K, or 30K, what will you do? You're gonna send them a proposal for 30K without giving them any options. And I actually had an experience like this with a brand once. Yay, lucky me. If you got an inquiry via an email or a text message, you could say, "I would actually love to hop on a call with you," rather than laying this all out in an email. Get on that call and ask the brand questions about their objectives for the year. Ask about the products or services they're trying to promote, if they're being impacted by macroeconomic factors, supply chain issues, and whether they are working with another video production. What you want to do at the end of the call is to say, "This is very helpful. I have a lot of ideas about how we can take our partnership to the next level. What I'd like to do is put together a proposal with few different packages. Do you have a sense of what those 3 budget tiers might be? Then be quiet and listen." This helps you understand their budget and how much effort to put in a proposal. And even when you provide great value and competitive pricing, sometimes the brand will go in a different direction. It happens to me all the time. But instead of getting upset, understand that this is a part of business. Stay in touch with them by sending relevant articles or trends and engage with them on LinkedIn. This way you stay top of their mind, and there might be future projects that are perfect fit for you. Remember, a no now doesn't mean a no forever. It just means not yet. I actually had clients come back to me a year later and sign up. It's not a big deal if a brand says no or doesn't respond. Just try and puts you ahead of many other videographers who wait for opportunities to come to them. Negotiating is not just about getting the best price, but also about building relationships and creating value for both you and your clients. But you're not out of jail just yet, because you need a tool that would really boost your profit margins, which brings us to this. The strategy that I use to increase revenue is to sell custom-built content packages. A client is more likely to see more value in paying 20 grand for several videos and edits and a bunch of stills, rather than paying 20 grand for just one video. What matters here is the perceived value of your services by the client. For example, when working with brands that sell products, for 20 grand you can offer a 90-second main video, 2 to 3 minute founder story, 5 to 10 second social media cuts, 30-second banner video, and 10 GIFs. I've also used these add-on line items as a closing tool or to beat a competitor offer. But every business is different, so in order for this package to resonate with your prospective client, you have to ask the right questions and let them talk. I'd ask about their content strategy and then create a custom solution for them based on that. And if you still have more specific questions after watching this video, I'd love to help you. Follow the link in the description to schedule a one-on-one meeting with me. But now you may wonder, what other mistakes am I making in my videography business? Watch this video next and I'll show you the top 10 business mistakes made in video production and provide tips on how to fix them.